Let's talk about gang violence. Rappers need to stop. Rappers need to stop with the gang violence. Gunna was just denied bail, so he got to stay in there. Young Thug, too, they're in jail. I mean, if you haven't heard, whew, these guys, they're going to go down, man. They're being accused of RICO charges, which is like pretty much how the FBI take down the mafia. I don't want to get into the details about it because that's not really the point of this video. But I just really wanted to talk about how rappers ruin their opportunities, how rappers ruin their lives by staying in that gangster hood mentality. That is no way to build generational wealth. That's no way to grow. That's no way to thrive. Think about it, like you have been given the opportunity to get out of the hood. You are blessed with that opportunity. But instead of running away from it, you lean into it. Like, I get it. Like, it probably feeds their egos to be the heads of these, like, gangs. Like, they are superstars. They're superstars. Obviously, these gang members will look to them because they have a lot of money. They have a lot of clout. So these people are going to look to them like, wow. But the issue here is the fact that you're really doing a disservice to yourself. You're doing a disservice. You're doing a disservice to yourself. It's extremely unfortunate when we see this happen and we see these rappers go down. They don't have to go down like that. You got out the hood, you made money, you have fame, you could soar, you could do whatever you want, you could become a billionaire if you change your mindset, but you're trying to be the Godfather. It's all these movies. Y'all watching too many movies. Y'all are watching too many movies. You're idolizing the Godfather instead of you to idolize, which you don't need to idolize anything. You already got it. You have the American dream. You're living the American dream. But you continue to get into gang violence. You continue to participate in that. And we're supposed to feel sorry for you. I get it. The fans feel sorry for them and all that stuff. But I don't. One thing I'm trying to understand is I get the whole thing where it strokes their egos to be the head of this like mafia gang. Like they really have to think that they're Al Pacino. They really have to think that they're the Godfather or something because you're already a celebrity. You already get the praise and worship everywhere you go. Why do you need to get that amongst gangsters? What is the unique thing about that feeds your ego? Because ultimately when they go to jail, they end their careers. Now Gunna is at the top of his game right now. He just arrived. And like there's one thing to arrive and you're popping. He's been popping, but he arrived in a way that like people are paying attention to him. He's not Jack Harlow big, but he could have been. I mean, Young Thug has been doing it for a long time. Even though I believe he stole Lil Wayne's swag. But look what happened to Lil Wayne's career after he went to jail for just 1 year. Look what happened to his career. Even Lil Wayne, the biggest rapper in the world at the time, could not recover from going to jail. And I think it was because of gun possession. Still gang related. So my thing is like, you guys have ended your career. What is the point? Why even get involved in that kind of stuff? Like I get it. Like if you're born into something, it's instinct for you to like go back to that. That's what you know. That's what the people in your community do. That's what you're around. And so it's just like a habit for you to go back to that. But people need to learn to break the cycle because You've been given the opportunity of upward mobility, and you blew it. I want to show you a video of Mr. Bobby Shmurda. Let me play this video. Mr. Bobby Shmurda. If the video is going to play. What's going on? Come on now. Money. Well, let me play that again. I'm going to have to loop it. Give me a second. I'm going to have to loop that. Money. Your lip is she thick, but my lip is she bad. Money. Your lip is she thick, but my lip is she bad. Money. Your lip is she thick, but my lip is she bad. Money. Your lip is she thick, but my lip is she bad. Money. Your lip is she thick, but my lip is she bad. Money. Your lip is she thick, but my lip is she bad. Money. Your lip is she thick, but my lip is she bad. Sorry, sound is probably loud. But look at that. He's humble. He's very humble. Probably ended his career. He's not as big as he was. He had oh my God, that song, the Shmoney Dance, that song, he could have been the biggest rapper. I mean, I kind of feel like he was always kind of a one-hit wonder, but he could have really milked that. He could have but the clout he got, Beyonce, the clout he got, nah, he would have been one of the biggest rappers. But it's the gang violence. I'm not even going to talk about 6ix9ine. I know you guys want me to talk about 6ix9ine, but 6ix9ine ratted people out. I'm not mad at him. See, I don't come from gang culture. I don't agree with not ratting people out. Rat them out. Because to me, it's like, I don't know. I shouldn't speak about things that I'm not accustomed to. But one thing I will say, which I am accustomed to, is living a quality life. And I think it's so important to drive this point home. Don't waste your opportunities and the opportunities of your future generations by being frivolous with your life, by being reckless. And I think more importantly, these people are actually killing people. So this is actually more serious than you can imagine. This is actually pretty serious. They're actually responsible for people dying. It's quite dark. But whatever the case is, the point of this video is rappers need to get out of gang violence. Rappers need to repackage. I think Diddy did a good job of shifting people away from that in the in the 90s, late 90s or mid 90s. And there are a lot of rappers that don't even engage in that. But there's still a section of rappers that still heavily participate in gang culture. And I understand that it's very intertwined, but I hate the narrative that it is attached to Black American heritage, because that's not true. Maybe it was inflicted on Black Americans through misfortune. We're not going to talk about slavery and all that stuff, but from that I can accept it. But that's not it's not Black American culture. Gang violence is not it's nobody's culture. And I think that it's so important that we should encourage people to stay, and we should stop celebrating gang violence. I saw this quote, and I wanted to end with this quote that I saw, and it was and I can't remember the quote word for word, but I can't remember it verbatim, but I just wanted to kind of say it off the top of my head. But it kind of said that rap was birthed out of wanting to wake up the Black community and let them be aware of their hardships, etc., so they could create upward mobility. That's what it was birthed doing. Now, and that's when black people had ownership of rap music. But now that obviously corporate America, which is white, has ownership of rap music and pushes an agenda on these rappers, encourages these kinds of agendas on these rappers in their music. Now rap has become the opposite. Its mission now is to keep black people asleep, whether that's through gang violence, literally dead, literally asleep, or it's through drugs. So they're pushing these completely contradictory messages from where rap started to keep black people asleep. And I just think we need to wake up black people. Let's stop encouraging gang culture. Let's stop encouraging drug culture. This is not black culture. This is you allowing yourself to be a puppet to your white man puppeteer. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all the above. My name is Kenim, and see you next time. A peace. End stream.